Welcome to the channel Hourglass of Wine. I am Jacqueline, and today I want to talk to you about some wine gadgets that a wine lover might not think they need, but the reality is that we have found them so useful that we use at least one of these every time we open a bottle of wine. So use this list as a way to build out your personal wine bar at home or as gift ideas for that wine lover in your life. Now, I do want to note we are not sponsored in any way in this video. I am going to be mentioning some brand names, but that's just because we have found that brand works best for us. Feel free to experiment with your own brands. This is not sponsored in any way. So wine gadget number one is going to be a good quality drying cloth for your glasses. A lot of common dish towels can leave residues or dust inside your glass, or they might even leave splotches of water or streaks on them. Not great if you're trying to make a good impression. So we personally we've tried a lot of different ones. This Riedel one here is our absolute favorite. I actually found this through the winery where I work. This is what we use to dry the glasses after tastings, and I found that it worked so well I went out and bought one myself. And what this does is it's a microfiber cloth that helps to dry, but without leaving any trace of anything. So your glasses are always perfect and sparkly clean. Now you can have just one or two to change them out depending on how many glasses you have to dry. In the winery, we have 4, but sometimes because we are cleaning like 50 plus glasses and you need more than that for that. But in any case, let's move on to wine gadget number 2. Wine gadget number 2 are drop stops or drop stoppers. In any case, these are little discs. Sometimes you can get them from wineries as like gadgets that they give away with the branding on them. But in any case, they are little discs like this that will help us not drip the wine. They're super easy to use. You fold it up, put them in, and get a clean pour every time with no drips. We love these just for the clear cleanliness aspect of not having to worry about red wine dripping everywhere. Personally, these little silver ones are great for us because they are easy to insert, easy to store, and easy to just rinse off under running water. But there are other options available that you can play around with. A lot of stuff like this comes with gift sets, like with a corkscrew or something that can be used. Some of them, like this one, even had like a little rubber cork in it to help stop the bottle if it spills, if it gets knocked over. It's kind of up to you to choose. The point is something that helps you to direct the stream of the wine as you pour and will have the drop go somewhere other than down the neck of the bottle. So wine gadget number 3 is actually going to be something that helps us conserve the wine in the bottle once it's been opened, because we don't always drink the whole bottle, am I right? So that is going to be one of these little vacuum pumps. This is a vacuum. You can use things like Coravins, but those are really expensive and you have to continue to buy the air capsules, and for the average wine lover, they just might not be necessary. But this vacuum does a pretty decent job for everyday use. So they're actually pretty straightforward. They come with special corks. So what we're going to do is put in our cork, and basically you use this pump to suck the air out. When you hear the click, the air is out, and now you have a bottle of wine that doesn't have as much oxygen in it as it did before. This helps to preserve it and not get totally oxidized. Now, it's not perfect. This wine will eventually go bad. It is not an indefinite thing. But there are a few things you can do to help it. That is, keep this in a cool, dark place, even like a refrigerator. And the more wine that there is in the bottle, the longer it will stay. So if you've got it down to the 3/4 level, it's not going to help much more than maybe to the next day. But in the end, it's still a pretty great option to just keep a bottle of wine fresh for the next evening. Now, wine gadget number 4 is very much along those same lines of wine conservation, but rather than dealing with still wines like we will with the vacuum, we're going to be dealing with sparkling wines and those lovely bubbles. Now, the bubbles are carbon dioxide gases that will escape as the bottle stays open. So what you can do is get yourself one of these little sparkling wine stoppers. This one here is from WAF. They're a particular brand that actually has a patent on this technology, but they do have knockoff ones too that you can use. And basically what we're going to do let's pretend it's this one here. Let's pretend this is a sparkling wine bottle. We're going to insert and then crimp this down. This helps the bubbles stay inside, that carbon dioxide gas stay inside, and it can keep your bubbles fresh. Depending, again, on the level of wine in the bottle, it can keep for a day, 2 days maybe if you need it to. And our last gadget that is really just kind of for fun are these wine glass markers. They come in a lot of handy, especially with groups of people and friends. Everybody picks their own, picks their color, and sticks to it. But we have a bunch of different colors and shapes because we like to use them for tastings. So we know when we're tasting multiple wines, certain wines get certain colors. To have a lot of these doesn't seem like an obvious thing, but it comes so much in handy to mark wine glasses, water glasses with friends, or like I said, when you're doing blind tastings and you just want to remember what glasses where. Plus, if you're like me and you're a fidgeter, they actually make great fidget toys on the bottom of your glass. So these are just some of our most used wine gadgets that we always use at least one of these when we open a bottle of wine. If you have any favorite must-have wine gadgets, let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear your suggestions. Like I said, these are all essentials that we use all the time, but we have actually bought some pretty unusable things from Temu in this video here. You should check it out if you like wine gadgets. It's kind of funny. Thank you for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like below and be sure to subscribe for more wine education content. I will see you over there in that Temu video. Bye!